Robbie Mook is Hillary Clinton's campaign manager. He's with us here at the National Constitution Center. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
We want to talk about that story and where the ramifications are. But first, this is the biggest speech she has ever made. What does she need to do, and how will she do it?
Well, first and foremost, she needs to lay out a vision for where she wants to take the country. This is something Donald Trump didn't do in his speech. He talked about a lot of doom and gloom, talked about everything he could think of that's wrong with America. He didn't talk about how he's going to lift up and help families, help create more jobs, get wages rising. And so she's going to talk about the choice that voters face in this election. Are we going to succumb to these forces that are rigging the economy against everyday people, that are tearing us apart and dividing us, or are we going to work together to solve these problems and move this country into the future?
Did the president up the ante for her last night, or is she in rewrite right now, Robbie? Even as we speak at 7:13, is she in rewrite somewhere now?
Some days it's really hard to be the campaign manager. Some days it's harder to be the speechwriter. So I'm happy to be the campaign manager today.
Yes.
There was a lot of news yesterday, including news made by Donald Trump, who called on anyone, including Russians, who may have the 30,000 missing emails from Hillary Clinton to put them forward. After he said that, he said he was just joking. It was sarcasm.
Look, Donald Trump is running to be president of the United States. Inviting a foreign power that is an aggressor at times towards the United States to commit espionage for whatever reason, let alone to influence the outcome of one of our elections, is just unacceptable. This is unbecoming of a president of the United States. This further proves that he is unfit and does not have the temperament to serve in this capacity.
But to Nora's point, he says, listen, it was an obvious joke, I was being sarcastic, and that Hillary Clinton supporters, like yourself, are using this to deflect about the DNC emails, that no one's really talking about that anymore.
Look, I think this issue has moved beyond politics and rhetoric and that sort of thing. This is now a matter of national security.
The FBI is investigating?
That's what we're told. That's what we've read in the papers and heard reported on TV.
We heard from the vice president last night that said that Donald Trump, his business record, his character, that his commitment to the middle class is a, quote, bunch of malarkey. But if you look at recent polls, we show that he is doing much better among working white class voters and rural voters. Why isn't Hillary doing better among those types of voters, and does she need them to win?
Look, people are hurting right now. There's no question of that. And Donald Trump is making a lot of really big promises, and some people find those attractive. What we need to do as a campaign, what Hillary's going to do tonight, what we've done at this convention, is make sure people know the facts. This is someone who at every turn of his life has made more money, become more famous at the expense of working people, and folks need to understand that.
Will she specifically name him and attack him?
I'm going to let the speech speak for itself. She got right back to work after she left the stage last night, after her surprise appearance with the president. But she will lay out very clearly the choice that people face in this election. Are we going to let these economic forces continue to rig the economy? Or are we going to work together to create more jobs and get wages rising?
Will she speak to the trust issue?
Look, she has said many times she needs to earn the voters' trust. And what you've seen for the last few days at this convention are people speaking about how they can trust Hillary because she's always delivered for them.
Thanks, Robbie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Tonight, we'll bring you Hillary Clinton's acceptance speech. Special live coverage begins on CBS at 9 Central, and you can find continuous coverage all day on our streaming news network, CBSN.